Let go.
Hey guys, it's Ryan, the Tokyo Fun Hunter. I just wanted to record this right before I head out. I'm going to be heading out meeting some few friends from America. It's going to be a great time. But one of the questions I had was, what is CONTROLess Entertainment? If you guys look on my blog, there's a whole subcategory of CONTROLess Entertainment. And what is it? What is the history of that? What is it exactly? Basically, what CONTROLess is an event company, international event group that me and my friends started about 2 years ago to date. And we've had a lot of fun doing so. Basically, the whole goal of it was to get people in Tokyo and other parts of the world all coming together, international event, really, really combining the cultures and mixtures and having a really, really fun time. It's a place where people can speak English or Chinese or Japanese and just really meet other international groups. That was the whole thing, was, people coming together to meet other people. So a little history about that. Sorry, I know. It's a pretty exciting thing that, it's kind of like, me being an entrepreneur and wanting to do that with my life was one of the things that I started with a group of my friends. So how it all began was back in college. Me and my friends, we went to University of California, Santa Barbara, and we started a group called MIDI Culture. And MIDI Culture, man, we took off. We owned the whole house party public realm at UCSB. We kicked butt. We would bring in like 200, 300 people, and it was just a really, really fun time. And we had, parties ranging, 2 to 3 times a week. It was a really good time. Don't get me wrong. I studied. I did exceptionally well. I actually have, scholarships to grad schools even. I mean, it actually worked out pretty well. I definitely paid attention, and I did a lot of extra curriculars. But MIDI Culture Party Group was one of the best things we ever did. And we had a great time doing it, and I got to meet a lot of new friends through that. I got to meet a lot of business partners, meeting a lot of, it's college. It was a lot of fun. And then afterward, when I was, after college, I was still working in Santa Barbara, and basically it was a really, really amazing story. I was working at an insurance agency, part-time. I wasn't really having a good time. And it was a total blessing in disguise. I remember blessing in disguise. I remember the boss coming in and basically saying, like, Ryan, I'm so sorry. We got to hire, this one person, and we're going to have to, like, let you go. And to be honest, I only been working there for, like, a month, so it wasn't like it was breaking my heart. It was really like, oh, okay. No big deal. Hey, as long as you can give me a, recommendation, that's no worries. And I remember walking down the street, and I got, all of a sudden, found myself, they're having open interviews at this one restaurant. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Go inside, fill out the application. I meet, and the guy starts me off as a security guard. Yeah, I never thought I'd be a security guy. Anyway, I was a bouncer. And I started doing that. It was minimum wage, nothing great. And the guy basically, he said, I remember a month later after I started the bouncing job, he was very, like, hey, Ryan, I saw it was your birthday. If you want, we can have a party here. It'd be really, really fun. And obviously, he was just trying to, get my guest list of friends and trying to get people to come in. And I understood that, but it's kind of like, what the hell, I had a house party, and I was like, all right, I'll have a secondary part at the restaurant. It was like a restaurant slash bar. It was Mexican themed. And so, all I did was send out a text message. That's all I did. Send out a text message like, hey, I'm having a party here tonight. If you guys want to come, feel free. And 200 people showed up. 200 people. I knew a lot of them, but a lot of friends brought friends brought friends. It was amazing. It was one of the best times, and everybody was saying, where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? And obviously the boss was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea this guy was very well connected. So it was really, really fun, and he promoted me to a promoter. Promoted me to a promoter, and he started me off as like kind of just an organizer, and I ended up getting like my first time like 100 people right after that again, and then he basically made me go to street promotions, and I started getting like nobody told me how many people was the average, and I got 90 people my first night on doing the street promotions, and apparently this is the average of a new promoter on the street, a new street promoter, is 4 people. That's it. And the first time I got 90. My first event ever was 200. So, by the way, you get commission on all these things, and it was really amazing. It was one of the most profitable experiences of my life. I ended up doing it for about 6 months. I had an amazing time. I was getting people left and right, making tons of friends. I was only working a few hours a night and getting paid really, really nice money. Really fun time in my life. And the reason I left actually was because I got a job offer to come to Japan, which is why I'm where I am right now. I'm in Tokyo, Japan, and the rest is history. And that was about, almost 2.5 years ago. Number 3 years ago, I guess I started that job and did for about 6 months. Really, really fun time. And when I came to Japan, this goes back to CONTROLess. When I came to Japan, I met other friends, and it wasn't originally my idea. My old roommate, really, really cool. His name is D. You can look him up. I'm not gonna say his name by internet, but VI Beats, DJ VI Beats. He lives and works in Taiwan, and he had an idea with a friend of his to have an international event company, and that was the idea. And they pitched the idea to me, and they were saying, Ryan, this is right up your alley. We'd really like you to do it with us. And to be honest, when I first heard about it, I wasn't super motivated. I had other things on my mind. I had other, goals I wanted to accomplish. So I said, okay, I'll join you guys, but I'm not going to be taking like the head seat. I'll help you guys do promotions and stuff. Okay. So the first party we organized, the one that they had in Tokyo, I wasn't there for actually. I was still living in Taiwan. And I went to the first Taiwan party. It was a Halloween party. Really, really fun. They took photos of me in makeup, and that became like kind of the official fan page of ours, which was really, really funny. People didn't even recognize me. It was actually really funny because we went to the clubs and we had all these events, and I was in this like kind of skeleton makeup, and nobody recognized me the day later. They actually thought I was Asian because I was just in like sort of like a very, very amazing costume. So when they saw me the next day and like found out I was a white guy, it was like, oh my gosh, you're white. You're way cuter than I thought. So what it has become, and then we started here in Japan, and actually what happened was in Japan, we got together, about 4 of us here in Japan, and we ended up living together. That's this amazing apartment, and if I had more time, I'd show you the whole thing, but it's basically about 3 floors. 3 floors on top of a Tokyo building here in Japan. Really, really beautiful. You can see Mount Fuji. You can see all places around Tokyo. It's a really nice terrace. My room is, to be honest, I'm not trying to sound, brag or anything. It's just really big for a share house apartment. Usually, share houses are not this big for what we're kind of paying. We just got an amazing deal, and us living together has been a really interesting experience. So, it's been really fun. There's been a lot of parties, but there is, cultural differences as well that I got to take into account. So, what have we done? Well, since then, we've had about over 10 parties in the last 3 years. I mean, more than that, house parties, but I mean over 10 major events. Now, a major event I'm categorizing as over 100 people. And we've been throwing them all over in certain clubs. We rent out a club, throw an event, tons of people gather, and it's amazing. We've had staff, we've made money, we've had DJs, we've had bands, we've had everything. We've had performers. And I'll post a lot of my blog, some of the videos. One of our own, Takafumi Sakabe, he's now at the New York Film Academy. He made some promotional videos that were amazing. Some of the things. And at one point, after a few months, one of the guys came forward and really wanted me to manage. So I took over as manager for about, I'd say, 6 months. And then I kind of stepped back again to follow my own dreams, but I still am a big part of it, and it's one of the things I really, really enjoy. And, pursuing business, pursuing entrepreneurship, this has been a really, really, amazing growing process, amazing learning process, and it's just been fun through and through along the way. So, one example was we had, I think our biggest party was at Trump Room, Tokyo. And it was a very secretive event, very underground, and that time was awesome. We collaborated with other people, and we probably had over 300 people. 300 people. I mean, that's really good, no matter where you are, especially for just starting out. We were very high and coming. 300 people coming to our event, and we had DJs, we had fun, we had models. The whole actually idea was a modeling party, and we had friends of mine come. I got to see a lot of personal stories that went with that night, but really really fun time. Our one this year was called Sweetheart. It was a Valentine's Day party. Really really fun. We had street performers come in. We had a magician. We had all these people doing like this. It wasn't like the main stage stuff, but around the room while the DJ was going, people were giving their own little street performances. It was a really fun experience. And then of course this latest Halloween, it's fresh in my mind. Everybody dressed up, really really fun. A lot of my close friends. It was just a really really fun party. And that's been the whole goal of CONTROLess from the beginning, is an international event company. So here in Japan, it's been mostly events, and kind of my contribution recently has been more the outdoor events. I've thrown many outdoor parties, camping, barbecue, surfing, and river rafting, and as well as we've been doing international event parties here in Tokyo. Back in Taiwan, it's mostly the music production. And DJ VI Beats, one of my really really good friends, one of my best friends in the world, really. I saw the guy in Thailand recently, but he's been being a music production and really really getting that way, and he's pursuing his own business right now as well. But right now the current CONTROLess is we've had many years experience. It's growing. We're kind of hoping it to take it to the next level. All of us, of course, we're not super focused on it 100%, to be honest. All of us have different lives. It's about 5 main people and about 30 secondary staff. But it's a really, really fun time. If you live in Tokyo or Taiwan and you're seeing this video, I encourage you really to contact us and find out at our next party. Our next party is actually be happening next week. The Christmas party 2013. It's going to be epic. It's going to be really, really fun. I'm really glad we're going to be doing it. I'm going to be wearing my Santa Claus outfit, so it's going to be really fun. Sorry about my cough. It's really dry in Tokyo these days. But the future of CONTROLess, what do we have in the future? Well, some of the members have moved away. Obviously, this is Japan, an international hub. People are leading their own lives. So now it's kind of me and about 3 others are really going to focus on this, and we're really hoping to take it to the next level, do something we've never done before, a fashion show we're thinking of doing. We're thinking of having some events that just Tokyo doesn't really see, something that I can take from kind of California lifestyle and really bring it to kind of like the Asian complex in a really new and vibrant way. The other things we've had, just mini parties. We've had tons of barbecues. We've had pool parties. We've had amazing rooftop movie parties that have been amazing. We've had just basic get-togethers or potluck dinners, Thanksgivings. And then like outdoor stuff is like one of my favorite, because that's my main thing where I'm leading, is especially the river rafting events and barbecues. Those are really really a very fun part of a lot of value that I like to give out. So yeah, the passage of CONTROLess, it's amazing. It was really formed on kind of brotherhood and really international cooperation and entrepreneurship and following your dreams. Now it really is kind of that. We have a party once a season, a big epic one, and then during like other weekends we're just getting together with friends and doing all sorts of things. And it's a really, really fun thing. We've had a lot of cool projects come out of that. In the future, we're hoping to expand. We're hoping to get to the next level. We're hoping to throw some amazing parties that can be a really, really good vehicle for a lot of other dreams that we have. A lot of the big things that I want to do is I want to be like an outdoorsman. I want to do entertainment. I want to... There's a lot. There's a long list. I actually wrote down the list for the first time. It took me a whole hour. But that's kind of a little, spiel of what CONTROLess Entertainment really is. Check out my blog for more, actual videos, professional videos that were made by my friend, and maybe some other blogs or some other video logs about what CONTROLess is and what the future. And stay linked with us. It's really cool to see where we head to. It's a very exciting time. I'm excited. We got our next one coming up next week. And then 2014, who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be a really, really fun time. Anyway, I got to go see my friend who's coming from America, and I'm really excited to see them. All right, guys. Well, take care. Merry Christmas, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.